Hello YouTube, I'm Zach, you're watching ZakDTV, the place for interesting news from around the net. In today's episode, we're going to look at how Japan is getting rid of the need for a girlfriend. We also have preacherbot version 1.0, and we're going to wrap up with some gloves that actually give you feedback for your VR experience. And if you want more news like this Monday through Friday, go ahead and click the subscribe button over here. Alright, let's get into this. As I'm sure you guys pretty much know by now, Japan is just a hotbed for replacing human beings. I mean, they give you the full-size body pillows with your anime characters on it, the half a person with their arms so you can cuddle at night. They also have stuff like those real uncanny robots that they make. Some of them are getting kind of creepy. They're starting to come out of that uncanny valley. Pretty soon, they're going to look human. Well, that's all well and good. But for now, you can have yourself a virtual wife. Gatebox is taking the idea of Alexa 10 steps further with their newest product. Now, this was initially announced about a year ago, but they are getting ready to ship these orders. What this is your own virtual wife. Her name is Azuma Hikari, and she's a little AI wife that can take care of you. And she can do a lot of stuff for you, like wake you up in the morning, send you text messages throughout the day telling you how she misses you, ask you to come home early, and when you tell her you can't, she even gets disappointed. She loves to hear from you too, like when you're on your way home, make sure to let her know you're almost home and she'll turn the lights on for you and wait there for you to come in the house. Because she has sensors and stuff, she knows where you're at when you walk in, and she'll provide you with conversation, talk to you. She'll also do stuff like sit around, watch TV with you. I'm not making this stuff up. There's also an HDMI port, so that way you can broadcast through your TV, and of course they're working on the equipment to make this a life-size hologram as well, so there's that. And for you guys out there thinking, wow, this is a great idea, I want my own AI wife. She's not cheap. $2,800, almost $3,000 for this virtual assistant. And of course, because she is a virtual assistant, she does all the other online shopping, all that kind of stuff for you too. But for the added value of having an anime wife, might be worth a couple extra bucks. I'll let you guys make the decision on that one. And heck, while we're talking about machines taking over the position of humans, let's talk about preacherbot. Alright, so this one's not called preacherbot, but it just made me think of Futurama when I saw this thing. What we have here is Bless You Too. This is built by a church in Germany, in Wittenberg, Germany, for the 500th anniversary of the Protestant Reformation. That's, I don't know if you remember your high school history, that's when Martin Luther went around, nailed his thesis to the door of churches. Well, the 500-year anniversary is actually this year. I didn't know that. So the Bless You Too bot can give you a blessing, throws hands up and prays, has lights in its palm, so it even seems a little divine. Pretty neat, right? It can speak in a man or woman's voice, and it can provide blessings in German, Polish, Spanish, French, or English. So it has the world covered pretty much. Now, according to Stephen Krebs, who invented this machine, he stated that we don't want to robotize our church work, but see if we could bring a theological perspective to a machine. You know, right now, he is just a novelty, but who's to say? In 100 years, we might be praising Robo-Minister. We'll have to wait and see. And as we march out of reality and surround ourselves with robots, why not go with this new invention by researchers at UC San Diego? They have developed gloves that will give you true feedback in a virtual environment. These aren't just haptic sensors that vibrate a little bit when you touch something or whatever to let you know you're touching it. These actually control your fingers and give you pressure sensitivity. So that way, if something's harder to push, it makes it harder for you to move your fingers and hands. The example they use is playing a virtual keyboard. By using a computer and a leap motion sensor, they can determine where your fingers are in position compared to the keyboard itself. They then activate synthetic muscles to simulate resistance in your fingers. They do this with McKibben muscles, which are latex tubes in braided fibers, which as they inflate, they make it harder to bend your fingers. So depending on how much they're inflated is how much resistance you have in your task. So that would make it feel like you're grasping a cup or a dumbbell or your virtual girlfriend even, for that matter. Now the researchers are working on making these gloves cheaper and more publicly accessible. They also want to get them away from the leap sensor and use embedded sensors in them. It's still a little while before they're out for public purchase, but they're coming soon to an AR set near you. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for stopping in. Remember, I do this Monday through Friday. That's 5 days a week. Today's Wednesday, so I'll be back tomorrow on Thursday. So I'll see you guys then. Be safe. So this could give you the feeling of